31 degrees as we hop back in the taco and head out. We're in Sylva, North Carolina, and today we're going to be trying to find some more cool stuff. The roads, I think I waited long enough. I got up early and it was definitely too cold to be driving, but it's 31 now. They put a lot of stuff on the road, so I think I'll be fine from here on out. Still going to take my time. Well, I would be doing that anyway, looking for cars, but let's get on the road and let's find some more cool stuff. I like the way this day's kicking off. Back when I was a kid, my two brothers and I used to look in those little comic books, and in the back, did you ever see the Benson Helicopter ads? We wanted to build one of those so badly. But look at that. That's a regular copter. It's obviously an older one. But if I got that, I would make the news pretty quickly. Not in a good way either. Ford cab right beside it. And another Ford truck right beside that. Let's get going. All right, a quick rundown as to where we are. We're on 441 going into Cherokee from the south. The next sign we'll come up on will give you a really good idea. Mile marker 74. All right, Great Smoky Mountains National Park and Cherokee, 441, exit 74. We're taking this and going into town. So remember, that's our location. Give you a rough idea where we see these cars. This is not going the way it was supposed to go. It's 29 degrees now and there's increasing snow. Random roller coaster on side of road, check. Santa's Land is what they call it. Not gonna lie, lots of neon down through here. Now, I could not find anything going on in the city of Cherokee, so I'm now on 19 South. It started getting a little worse weather and figured I should go south and get a little more temperature, and we've already risen to 30. It was down to 27 on some of those backcountry roads, so we're going the right way. Cool diner alert, just right on the side of the road. Nice setup, and not a bad view either. Beautiful river over there, some rapids and things. Scratch that, I just found out I'm in Bryson City. Stopped at a place called Hot Spot for gas. And happened to notice, what? Dude, I'm drawn to these. Like a little bug to a bright light. Dart, maybe? Drag stars on the front, no door handles, no. I like the name of this place. Maybe. Auto sales. Call Ron, 828-736-1949. But there's the Dart. That's a cool looking little car. Rear bumper has been painted. Looked like the whole car just got painted orange. Put the windows down. Hell yeah, I'm gonna walk over there. That's what I do. I keeps the rail. No drivetrain. No real interior. No interior. Gotta look at the front. Nothing much up there either. Oh, it's got the cool hood on it, that big black scoop, like the flat black hood on them. Looks good on this. Well, any MoPar, those look good. Dropped in for a roller dog and a Coke. Went to Robert's Quick Lube next door, 828-488-3972. Now, I can't really see him selling the little Falcon. Looks to be a bit of advertising for a shop, but little crew cab Falcon. Painted red wheels with the poverty caps. I'd rock it. I just turned on to 23 South and 441 South. Came out of Cherokee because I just couldn't find anything. There's too much snow and ice and everything's shut down with the combination of the winter storm and MLK's birthday today. So They had a special on chocolate bars, so I got 2. I am full-blown digging this parking lot, man. Kind of across from Costa's Express, K-O-S-T-A-S, in this little town. 23 and 441 south. I just got onto 23 from 74. Couple of Mazda trucks, 3 of them actually. Unless that's a Toyota on the end there. But boy, that one in the middle, I think that's a Mazda. And that's an early one too. And a little 4x4 one down there. Cool stuff. By the way, those little trucks are in Dillsboro, right almost into Silva. Dillsboro, North Carolina. Okay, I just stopped on the side of the road here in Francisco. Now, dude, you've got so many cars here. What's your main thing if you were to pick out your favorite car? What is it?
Yeah, the GMC.
Oh, okay. So out of all these, now there's an Ambassador 4-door, a Galaxy. What's up with the GMC? Is that a, what's it, probably a small block?
That's a 350. 350, I think it's a big block.
Okay. And what year is that one? Like 70?
69.
69.
Yeah.
Harder to find the GMCs than the Chevys often. Did you do this one? Did you do all the work to that?
No, I buy it, but I fix it in Mexico.
Oh, okay. You did it in Mexico and brought it up.
Yeah, I buy it and send to Mexico. And
oh, you redo it? I'll get it. So it can it bring more money there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's get a little tour here. Now, it's been forever since I've seen an Ambassador. This thing run okay?
Yeah. The three cars that work.
That looks so much like this one. It looks a lot like the Ford Galaxy.
Yeah.
Boy, that's a clean car. 343 V8? 343, that's just crazy. These are cool cars too. What's that, a 65? 6. I'm off by a year on everything.
Yeah.
And you're gonna do, oh yeah, I see you're doing brakes.
Right, yeah, I try to fix it.
Do you know if this is the 352 or the 390 or?
390, I put it.
Yeah, the bigger one. Let's go look at that AMC over there, the green one. Now that, is that a Matador?
Yeah, Matador.
It's been forever since I've even seen a Matador. Also, 74. So what would that engine be? Is that a 301 or?
304.
304.
Yeah.
That is so, that's a nice car.
Yeah.
Man, that is a really, the door looks like a gremlin because of those door handles.
Yeah.
Wow, look how clean. Got your beverage in there? That interior's perfect.
Yeah, the everything's original, except the paint.
Oh wow, that's a great green too. Look at that glow. Was that just painted recently? Nice. All right, now coming over here. There's your Mustang motor. 302 or 351?
It's a 302.
302.
That's what I put in that car.
Oh, it's a manual transmission.
Yeah.
Oh. You don't see that much on these Mustangs. This is a 71 to 73, but I don't know which.
72.
72. The cat agrees. I had a 71 Mach 1 a whole bunch of years ago. And you got another Mustang right beside it.
Yeah, I buy for cars.
Okay. Yeah, see the...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's such a long hood. Yeah. This car was so much longer. They had the one before it, I think they lengthened this car like a foot or something like that. And you still got stuff. I'm not sure I've even seen one of these. That's an Ambassador cross country.
Yeah, special wagon.
Yeah.
I buy only for parts. For take parts and.
I don't even think I've ever seen one of these. You know, wagons are becoming crazy popular these days. Yeah, you can tell why you're using it for parts. The floor.
Yeah.
Wow. 64 is what that is? Yeah. Ambassador 990. You got to take a look at one of these close when you get a chance. Man, that looks like a Ford or a Mercury on the front. Well, Francisco, I appreciate you taking the time, man. Can't do much out here in all this snow, but good to meet you, my friend.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, have a great day.
Yeah,
get back in the house where it's warm.
Yeah. When you have time coming here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll have to go through that bottle in there. Have a good day, man. There's one thing I found is consistently true, and that is you have to get away from town. Every now and then you'll see something in town, but most of the time, you know, like this F1 here, the F1 of this body style is going to be 4849. It's going to be a flathead V8 or a 6. And the reason you can tell it's the earlier one, when I come up here, look at the grill. See how that grill is, see what I mean? It's a little smaller. It's not like that later one that kicked in like 50 or 51. But, yeah, you got to get off the main road, man. Got to get out here in these little towns. Well, I've come up on a situation I've never encountered before. We just got into South Carolina, and only one lane is open on this road, and in front of me the last probably 6 or 7 trucks went back the other way, so I don't know how long I'll be going this way or not, because I'll have to decide this in the next moment or so. I got people backing up, only one lane that's clear. This could get sketchy. I really don't want to wind up in a ditch out here 100,000 miles away from anybody or anything. It's just got real. Tell you what, this is a 2-wheel drive truck. That little 4-wheel drive Subaru is going backwards till we get to a clearing, or I could go around him. But this road has not been cleared at all by South Carolina. As soon as we got into the state, they just no longer were clearing it at all. It's a little wet right here. Jeez, let's see what's up. Man, I'm gonna need a freaking spatula to get my butt off this seat, dude. Man, that was those little two-wheel drive Toyota, man. It made it. Kind of barely, a little bit if you squint made it, but it made it. At the end of the day, I'm on the other side of the funky stuff, and I'm kind of in an area now where there's just, I'm not gonna say it's over yet. I'm still not down into a town. The temperature has gone up to 31, which hopefully will help, but man, what you're seeing on the road right now is not even close to what it was back there. That was insanity. Man. Gotta make sure the next time I stop, they have a spatula so they can get my butt unpuckered off this bucket seat. Jeezle. I think I should state, just in case some of you guys are doubting my tenacity and veracity, if I see some cool car, I'm gonna stop. Maybe that just means I'm not bright. That Jeep just went sideways. That's a positive sign. It appears that I'm mostly out of the mountains, but I didn't take any video because I just honestly couldn't. There were 2 4x4 F-150s behind me, brand new ones, beautiful trucks. And I came around a corner, and you got to keep in mind, this is not just a snow event up here, it's also an ice event. So there's a lot of weight on the lines and the trees and stuff. And I came around a corner, and a tree, probably about a foot around, a tree had fallen across a power line, and the power line and the tree were blocking my lane entirely and a portion of the other lane. So I had to go all the way into the other lane. And since then, those trucks were right behind me, but since then, they're not behind me. And I don't know if it's because one of those guys hit that tree and the power line attached to it, but I'm looking back now and I've not seen one of those trucks behind me since that turn. It's looking like the roads are drastically better. I know I'm supposed to be looking for cars, but the last hour or so has been unbelievably intense. And I just want to get out all this stuff so I can start finding cars again. It is crazy up here, just crazy. You see now the roads are almost fine, just a little bit of wetness across there. We've also risen to 36, so I'm feeling a little more confident, but man, that was intense. I don't wish that on anybody. Got some ice flying off the trees and the lines. Pretty crazy up here. Okay, file this under something that you just didn't think you were gonna see on the side of the road. That's a Rolls over there. I don't know what they would have called one from that era, but I'm assuming it's 50s or 60s, and it's just on the side of the road. I'm still on 107, and I'm finally out of that area that was just insanely bad. Now it's just, as you can see, the road's like dry. Let's keep going. We find ourselves at Willards, 864-885-7064. And the reason we find ourselves here, first of all, get a little bit of zoom out here and I'll show you the tractor. You always know they're really early when they have those crazy steel wheels on them. Fordson. I gotta zoom out on that because I know you guys will like that. Fordson. Steel wheels on the front and the back. How'd you like to have your foot run over by that thing? Holy crap, would that hurt. Now, what I saw as we were going by here, these things kind of glow in the dark to me. That's even my favorite color, so I gotta go see this. Get out of the high performance street truck. Now, I absolutely love Model A's, and my favorite Model A color is that blue right there. That's called Washington blue. And with those wheels, oh, it's the deluxe because it has these here. $28 extra set of wheels over here. Oh, wow. The Model A is just, I think it's still one of the most beautiful cars ever made. Just gorgeous. 2829 is extremely similar, and then 30 and 31 are very similar. You can tell the 2829 by this part right here. See how it looks like this is a separate component from the cowl area? In 30 and 31, this is made a little differently. It's kind of one piece, but on 2829 it's built that way. Ah, love these things, man. Two-door sedan, Washington blue. I have a rule. Whenever I see somebody walk out after I've been staring at their car on their property, I always say hi. And I just talked to the guy who owns the A and the whole shop. He has a whole bunch of old, think like pedal cars and stuff like that, but that's the sign for it. Spearman Brothers Collision Center. I think he has a shop in behind it, but oh, look over there. Oh, Ford. There's another Ford in the back, but it's a full size. And it's like a 63, 64. That shop is on Highway 11, by the way. There was a time when I was a kid, you saw a whole bunch more of these, but just not anymore. That's an Econoline van. It looks like it's just the body, too. Looks like there's no drivetrain under it, but there was a whole line of those. Different window configurations and stuff, and a lot of those were used for work vehicles over the years too. Jenkins Circle right off 24. A little shopping behind. 65 or 66. I'll step in. 66. The 65, if you look at the grill, has like little stop sign looking octagonal designs in there, and the 66 has straight lines. 289 car, 5 lug, which means it probably came out that way. Automatic. Man, that's a good project right there. And I would start with that one in a heartbeat. Looks like we have another one probably under this cover. However, yeah, that's something a little more special under there. It's a fastback. What is that? Come on now. What the heck is it? Ford? And I wish I could tell you. Okay, it's a Ford because the shock towers and stuff. And it's gonna be done really well. You can see everything up under there was painted very nicely. That's gonna be a cool ride when it's done. Huh. Well, first of all, the actual experience was awesome. I mean, I would pee here again. I'd give it a 3, maybe 3.5 star. But then I got done, and I went ahead and did that. So I'm stuck. Found how to turn the traction control off. Well, I got out. I think it was a ruptured sewer, because it smells like a ruptured sewer. But I'm out. I guess I'm off to find a car wash, maybe a shoe wash. Life is so uncertain. Somebody pooped on the door there. It even got a little bit of dirt here on the inside, so I'm gonna have to detail my rental truck. I am about as frustrated as a 3-legged cat trying to bury a turd on a frozen pond. This day is not turning out the way I thought. It's already 3:30 and all I've managed to do was drive through the mountains and almost die, and then get stuck in the mud, which, truth be told, I think maybe when the fire trucks came in to put out that house, they probably broke some sewer lines, because my feet smell like the back end of a beagle that was fermented in a tube sock soaked in urine for 4 days with some lettuce on a very hot day. Besides that, I'm doing fine. I'm still covered in mud, but I still have a mission. I'm still looking for cars. Just saw a 65 Impala rag top up here. So many of these were in that color, you know, that maroon. And you remember me saying that back in the day everybody did the trailer hitches? Yeah, they sure did. Anyway, that has shifter on the column. Looks to be a pretty much standard straight ahead 65. 283 on the fender badge. There was also something else down here. Wouldn't this be a crappy way to die? Well, he was looking at a matador on the side of the road. Oh, there's another one down here though. Not a matador. Gotta entertain the masses. Oh, jeez. Ah, now I have fallen. Jeez. Yeah. I'm fine. There we have it. Custom 10 Deluxe. Got some Corvette rallies on it. Cool pickup. Step side. All right. There's my burnout mark. Jeez! What the? Oh, there's a board under that. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to this chain link fence. I feel like a freaking Walenda out here. Okay. Jeez, this day has been taxing on so many levels. Anyway, that's a cool 65 ragtop. My brother and I one time gave 125 bucks for one. Had a manual transmission, and the flywheel and everything was like frozen up on it. Got it back to the house, and then proceeded to put it up on concrete blocks. Got it running in gear. Then we would stomp on the brake. Did that like 10 times, then finally it freed up. We immediately hopped in and went cruising in our $125 Impala. I'm getting too old for this. Oh really, I'm serious. Okay, I cashed in the 401k. Should be able to finance the cleaning of this truck. Ooh, it accepts my card. That makes it even easier, you know? It smells less and less like poop with each passing moment. I'm gonna do my shoes last. That's good as new right there. Probably should go ahead and kick up that heat a notch now, since I'm wearing my tube socks and they're wet. Well, let's do this. I don't mean to brag or anything, but I think I pretty much restored those shoes. High pressure wand is the secret. You're welcome. Zoom is directly from the hand of God. Let's zoom. Right in the front here. Little Chevelle right there. An SS Chevelle, if you were to pay attention to the badging. Right behind it, a 67 Chevelle, which appears to be a standard like a Malibu. Now let's go right behind that. There's, admittedly, that's just a Fiero, but I want to back up a notch here. I want you guys to see something. Excuse the lack of focus. Look way back in there. See the Corvette? Now see right behind that, 55 or 56 Chevy? This is one house. Some people have much cooler stuff than the rest of us. Have you noticed that? By the way, just when you thought it was over, zoom again. That's another 55 or 56 Chevy. They have two of them. Dagnabbit. Okay, I found something that could be your reference. This is Crescent High School. If I can get a zoom there, it's kind of hard with the sun in the background, but Crescent, like a crescent roll. And if I'm now aiming south on the road I'm on, I've just forgotten which one it is. I've been on so many. But where I am now, if you're at the high school, go about a mile north on the right side of the road. So if you're going north, it'll be on your right. We're on 184 southbound. And we're going through the city of Crescent. So just a couple miles north of here is where those cars were. Pete Parsons Grocery. 183 for regular. Right. I just came into Edgefield County in South Carolina. There's a sign up here that lets you know you're in the city. Well, not the city, the county. But I want you guys to look here on the road and tell me, what are these marks in the road? What could those be? I guess it's official. A little street racing going on out here in the Carolinas. I'm gonna start by saying you're not even gonna believe this. I'm driving down the road here. And on the side of the road, Yeah, it's an old visible gas pump. It's sitting on the side of the road. Unfreaking believable. Abandoned house. I'm a little blown away by the visible gas pump. If you think about it, when was the last time they used those? Maybe 40s? Approximately? So 80 years. 80 years, that pump has been sitting in that location with a glass component on top of it, and it hasn't broken. It hasn't been stolen. It hasn't been vandalized. The outer sheet metal's gone, but the main pump and the glass portion's still there. For those of you who don't really know how those work, the visible pump was really cool. First of all, you didn't buy gas by a dollar amount. You bought gas by the gallon. And you would go to the store, you would say, I want 7 gallons. A pump would pump the fuel into the top visible portion of that pump, and it would fill it up just like a glass. And you could see on the side of it to confirm that it was X amount of gallons. And then put the nozzle down in your car, and it just drained out into the car, and that's how you got your fuel. That's how you confirmed. This was before they had the little rolling numbers like they do now. Well, digital now, but it was a cool setup for its time, very mechanical, and it served the purpose perfectly. So it's always cool to see one of those. And it's otherworldly. South Carolina is crazy, people. These things out here have been here for 100 years and unmolested. It's insane. It's South Carolina. I'm sitting here in the hotel room at the end of the day. After all those experiences, the snow, the getting stuck in the mud, all I was doing was trying to pee. I don't use the word harrowing very often, but this was a harrowing experience. I'm going to find more cars tomorrow because I'm going a bit more southerly and the temperature is going to be much warmer. So we'll find better stuff. But man, what a great day. I survived it. That makes it a great day, right? Thank you for coming along with me and just watching, and it's been a blast, right? Make sure you like and subscribe and hit the notifications bell. That will let you know as soon as the new video goes up. We're doing them every day on this adventure, and I want you to be there with me. Thanks.